Hi, everyone. Good morning. Thank you very much for attending our today's webinar. So the Call for SMEs webinar organized in the framework of the HealthChain project. So the objective of today's meeting is to focus on the Murcia region challenges and solutions. So it's one of our HealthChain funding region. My name is Maria Bernabé. I'm project manager at TIC Biomed. And today we will have also the representative from the leading SMEs. So I have to apologize Gorka, the head of innovation from Servicio Murciano de Salud, from the Murcian public health system. So he's not able to join due to an unexpected event. So I will be representing the Servicio Murciano de Salud today. So we will have Miguel Albor, CCO from IDACON, one of the leading SMEs, and Adrián Maceira, CEO from Renalize, the other leading SME. So I want to give you some housekeeping rules for the webinar. So as you can see, this session is being recorded, and the webinar replay will be available after this session in our HealthChain website and YouTube channel. So as you can see, all participants are now muted, and you have the opportunity to type your question in the Zoom Q&A box that you will find in the navigation bar at the bottom of the screen. So feel free to send your question, and we'll address them after the presentation at the end of the webinar. So this is the content of the session. So first of all, I will introduce the project in a nutshell. So it is a HealthChain project, and then the main aspect of the program of this open call for SMEs that we have open now until the 5th of August. Then we'll move to the healthcare organization presentation. So I will give you some details regarding this healthcare organization from the Murcia region. Then we will dive into the challenges, the two challenges identified by the Murcian health system, and the solutions proposed by the leading SMEs and the follower SMEs work. So what are the tasks that the follower SME will be performing during the co-creation and pilot phase together with the leading SMEs. Then we will devote some time for the Q&A session. So we will address the question you sent by the Q&A. And last but not least, I will give you the next step, so you will be informed on the next step that you have to take into account to apply to this open call. So what is HealthChain, the project in a nutshell? So HealthChain is a new innovative model. So we are trying to change a bit the current health system. So this new model is based on an ecosystem approach in which the stakeholders take a stake in the process, and they are working on a demand-driven approach. So this means that the solutions are co-created by the healthcare organization and the SMEs. So the healthcare organization are identifying needs and problems that they have, and they are challenging the supply side to co-create and pilot the innovative solution together with the health organization. So, and last but not least, if this innovative solution are successful at the end of the pilot phase, we are committed to procure them. So this is why we are challenging the IT companies, the SMEs, through this call to apply and to meet the innovation needs that the healthcare organization have identified. So the HealthChain model aims to increase the capacity of the healthcare organization to innovate, and this will result in digital solution with a higher success rate because the innovative solutions are co-developed side by side. And this will also increase and speed up the internalization process of the IT companies, to scale up and commercialize the innovative solution beyond the project. So now we have 10 regional ecosystems. So we start the project with 5 regional ecosystems, so 5 founding regions. And now we have recently onboarded 5 additional regions that we call mirror region. So they are trying to implement and replicate the HealthChain model in the region. So this is why we call them mirror regions. So they will replicate the model to increase their capacity, their innovation capacity in this ecosystem. So when it comes to the open call, so we want to select and support in total 10 follower SMEs to complement the expertise of the 10 leading SMEs that are already part of the consortium. So they will be jointly cooperating this innovative solution to meet the innovation needs, so to meet the challenges identified by the healthcare organization. So in terms of benefits for awarded applicants, so if you are awarded, you will jointly cooperate and pilot the digital solution with the leading SMEs and healthcare organization. And you will access funding up to 50,000 euros equity free. So this is the one number you will receive. So it's you will receive the 100% of the budget. So it will be 100% reimbursed by the European Commission. And your SME will get expert support on business modeling and market insights and access to networks and resources within the HealthChain project. And also, you will have the opportunity to network with other European SMEs that are already part of the consortium and explore new opportunities for upcoming endeavors. And last but not least, you will get the opportunity to work in an international partnership because you will be working with the health organization that is based in another region, in a region different from your SME, and the leading SME that is located in the country from the healthcare organization. So this is the overview of the call. This is the main aspect you have to take into account. So the call will be open until August 5th, 2024. So it will be closed at 5 p.m. Central European time this day. And you will receive 50,000 euros budget per SME. So each SME will receive the same amount. And we are looking for 10 SMEs, so 1 per challenge. So the HealthChain healthcare organization have identified 10 challenges. So this is why we are looking for 1 SME per challenge. So in that case, for the Murcia region, we are looking for 2 SMEs because the Servicio Murciano de Salud has identified 2 challenges. So we need 2 additional SMEs to cooperate and pilot the solution. When it comes to the eligibility criteria, so the typology criterion, so we are looking for a small and medium-sized enterprise, SMEs. So this means that research centers and foundations are not eligible to apply. So only SMEs are eligible for this call. And in terms of the geographical criterion, so as I mentioned before, so HealthChain is looking for SMEs that are located in within regions that are already part of the HealthChain consortium. So they must be established, so the headquarters must be located in one of the following regions. So as you can see, for the Murcia region challenges and solution, the eligible regions are Catalonia in Spain, North Portugal, Central Portugal, any region in Slovenia, any region in Croatia, it's Netherlands, West Netherlands, Western Greece, Navarra in Spain, Castilla y León in Spain, Flanders in Belgium, and Northwest Romania. So as you can see, Murcia region is excluded as an eligible region because the healthcare organization, so the public health system from Murcia region is located in Murcia. So this is why Murcia region is excluded. So in terms of the application of the submission of the proposal, so first of all, you have to read the guidelines for applicants. So these guidelines include the open call rules and processes. So they are available on the HealthChain website. You can download the document and have a close look at it. And then you will have to fill in the proposal template. So this is an Word document, so you can edit the document and complete all the fields you are required to. And then you will have to convert the document in PDF. And finally, you will have to submit this proposal via the HealthChain platform and complete the required files that are requested in this platform. In terms of the obligation of the follower SMEs, so you will have to submit jointly with the leading SMEs 3 deliverables. So the co-creation agreement and pilot action plan in October 2024. Then you will have to present the interim report on co-creation and pilot deployment in March 2025. And finally, the final report on co-creation and pilot deployment. So it is expected to be submitted in September 2025. Regarding the financial support for the follower SMEs, so this budget or this financial support is associated to the project results and achievement, but the first deliverable is not linked to payment, so you will have to submit the deliverable 1.1 pilot action plan in October 2024, but this is not linked to payment. So then you will receive the first part of the budget in May 2025. So if the deliverable 1.2 is accepted, you will receive the first part of the budget, so the 25,000 euros. And then at the end of the co-creation and pilot phase, if the final deliverable, if the final report is accepted, you will receive the second part of the budget. So this is expected in November 2025. And what happens if you have any question? So we have created an HealthChain blog in the HealthChain platform. So you will have the opportunity to type your question and send them to us. So we will be happy to reply to your question as soon as we are able to. So feel free to send us your question through this blog. And finally, I want to inform you that we organized an informative webinar on June 18. So now the recording is available on our website, so you can catch up a webinar replay and to get further information on this call. And now let's move to the healthcare organization presentation. So as I mentioned before, I will be presenting on behalf of Gorka, the Head of Innovation of the Servicio Murciano de Salud. So the SMEs, the Murcian Public Health System, is the public healthcare agency in the Murcia region, and it is under the Regional Ministry of Health, so belongs to the Regional Ministry of Health, and it is serving now 1.5 million inhabitants in the region, with over 23,000 professionals in their hospital and health centers. And they operate, so SMS operates in 11 hospitals in the Murcia region and in their specialist care centers. So they have 80, they count on 85 health centers and 140 medical consultants. And the annual budget per year of this healthcare system is 2,500 million euros per year. So in terms of the experience in co-creation projects, so they have the Servicio Murciano de Salud has participated and have been involved in several European projects, such as in the Man and Cherries. So they are they have huge experience in the demand-driven approach co-creation. So this is why they are now in HealthChain with so replicating what we have been doing in previous projects and programs. So let's move to the challenges, solution, and profile of the follower SMEs that we are looking for. So the first we have, as I mentioned at the very beginning of this session, so the health system from Murcia region has identified, so their professionals, healthcare professionals, identified some months ago two challenges. So this is the two innovation needs that were selected. And so the first challenge is called PASPADOC. So it is a new holistic way to capacitate patients who suffer chronic pain. So the aim of this innovation need is to achieve a more efficient chronic pain management from the health organization point of view. So they seek to improve the accessibility and monitoring of patients with chronic pain. They will also want to promote the self-empowerment to enable patients to be able to manage their pain through several applications and tools that they have at the hospital. And they will also look for ensuring thorough and ongoing patient monitoring and boost continuous remote assistance. So they aim to avoid unnecessary in-person consultation, so to avoid a healthcare system saturation. So this will also establish a strong connection between the patient and healthcare professional with the aim to facilitate high quality care. And last but not least, with this challenge and with the solution they are looking for from the leading SMEs and follower SME, they want to develop a unified therapeutic plan to optimize patient outcomes, to ensure that the patient understand key aspects, so some key aspects such as the diet, activity, sleep, or emotional management, to finally enhance their quality of life. So this is the main objective of the PASPADOC challenge. And now we want to know what the leading SME is proposing to meet this challenge. So we have now IDACON, Miguel Albor from IDACON. So they have proposed a new innovative solution called PASPADOC. So it is a chronic pain liquid care platform. So we want now to know further details on the solution, Miguel. So the floor is yours. You can introduce the solution and what you are looking for from the follower SME. Thank you, Miguel.
Oh, perfect. Good morning, everybody. My name is Miguel Alborg. I am the Chief Operations Officer for the eHealth business unit in IDACON, an SME based in Valencia region in Spain. And we have been awarded as a leading SME for the PASPADOC challenge within the HealthChain project. So next, please. Okay, basically what we have agreed with the healthcare organization, the SMEs, that already has been introduced by Maria, is how to set up a new care paradigm for chronic pain patients. That is basically trying to provide a set of care resources that need to be used proactively by the patient and not reactively by attending in-person consultations, as Maria already highlighted. So basically, we provide a platform that allows to design which kind of care pathway and care actions and care resources need to be provided based on the evaluation of how is the patient at every different moment. So we are working with the health organization in designing this care pathway, and we provide tools for doing so. That is more or less assembling the part of the left part of the graphic, so which part of resources and which resources are going to be available for patients to use. And also we are trying to provide a set of tools for empowering and allowing patients to self-manage as much as possible its chronic pain conditions. As care professionals understand, this is a chronic condition, it's not going to disappear, And the best solution, or the idea of this new care paradigm, is to train patients on how to deal with this condition, to minimize pain, and to optimize as much as possible quality of life. So we will be relying on some resources that are already available at Servicio Murciano de Salud. For example, an Atención Líquida care team, that is a set of nurses and doctors that are proactively tracking how patients are doing and not managing agendas for patients to book appointments. So they are an always-on resource for patients to interact with. Also, we are collecting a set of documents, resources, videos, training materials that Servicio Murciano de Salud is producing for chronic pain patients. And we are providing a multimodal artificial intelligence assistant for patients to ask questions to this interface and get resources to follow, to use in exchange after these questions are completed. So patient can complete and validate these resources afterwards, and we can improve the care pathway we are creating here. Next, please. So basically, the care pathway for chronic pain we are designing with the healthcare organization within this challenge is, first of all, providing a set of tools for screening and characterizing the patient, which type of chronic pain it has, which kind of personal situation it has, resources, independent living abilities, etc., etc. And we are generating an individual care plan proposal for a specific patient. Then we are providing a set of resources for these patients to follow in what we are calling the patient's chronic pain care calendar. So some actions are to be completed there. Every resource is afterwards validated to track if patient is doing better or not after using these resources. The artificial intelligence chatbot is always there for patients to ask for additional support. And we are planning to have some wearables or medical devices connected to this platform if possible. Finally, the proactive care team is tracking how every patient is doing, detecting what is working better, what is working worse, what is not working within the care pathway they are designing, so they can be changing it a long time. And the idea is to more or less run a process like the one showing in this slide. And next, please. Continuing the idea already presented in the slide before, what we are already providing as the leading SME is a platform that is more or less managing these three stages here. We have tools for designing those care plan or care pathways for chronic pain patients. So we can play with the inputs the health organization wants to have in this new care paradigm to run these patient characterization models. And then based on these models and the health resources and tools the Servicio Murciano de Salud is providing or wants to provide for this care model, we are running and creating those individual care plans for every patient. We are also providing the artificial intelligence interface, and we are providing also the control and follow-up dashboards for the clinical teams tracking how everything is doing. Also, we are providing a progressive web application for patients to interact with their interfaces accordingly. And next, please. And regarding what we are expecting or what we are missing and what we want to have provided by the follower SME, we have two different kind of collaborations here after the initial set of discussions with the health organization, with the Servicio Murciano de Salud. The first way or line of collaboration is to contribute with additional health resources, tools, videos, documents, guidance on how to deal with chronic pain that we can use to expand the set of resources that already has the Servicio Murciano de Salud, and also that we can use to train our artificial intelligence assistant in how to provide answers and guidance to the patients that are interacting with them. This will be the first line of collaboration there. And the second one, as we already mentioned, we have the platform. We have an Internet of Things layer within the platform, and it will be nice if we can find someone that can provide some wearables and medical devices that can be integrated here and can provide additional data on how the patient is doing in terms of physical activity, sleep quality, and similar data. So basically, these are the two main lines open right now for follower SMEs to contribute with in PASPADOC.
Excellent, Miguel. Thank you very much for providing this insightful details from the PASPADOC solution and what is expected by the follower SMEs. So I think that this is the main objective of this webinar, so to provide them with these main aspects, so they are aware what they have to do in case they are selected and awarded. And now we are going to move to the second challenge, so key control challenge. So this is this challenge identified by the Servicio Murciano de Salud, so by the healthcare professionals. So it's the interdialysis potassium level intensive monitoring. So one of the main objectives of this innovation needs is to create a solution to optimize the management of hyperkalemia. So by intensively monitoring the potassium level in a patient on hemodialysis, so they are now receiving intermittent dialysis sessions of 3 times per week. This is why they really need to optimize the management of this potassium level for this patient. So they want to develop an effective digital and innovative solution for the potassium management that engages patients in maintaining a low potassium diet and promotes self-empowerment. So they seek that the patient will be independent and they will be able to manage their own diets with based on a low potassium levels. They will also look for to guide and motivate patients with this disease to adhere to a potassium restricted diet in the context of the regional public health service. So they will be so this platform application or this solution at the end of the day will guide and motivate the patient with these potassium levels. And finally, they will also aim to reduce the rate of complication due to hyperkalemia by integrating the system with both the patient and the corporate system used by the Murcia Health Service, so the Murcia Public Health System. So these are the main objective of this challenge, of this innovation need, and this is why the leading SME, in that case, Renalize, has proposed an innovative and digital solution to meet this challenge. Now, I want to give the floor to Adrian, so to present the Control IT solution to address this challenge identified by the healthcare organization within Murcia region. So now, Adrian, it's over to you.
Thank you, Maria. Yes, thank you for the floor. So we're focusing chronic kidney patients, no? So patients in stages 5, at least, patients that are in dialysis, no? And we want to control is what happens in dialysis with potassium, no? Just for you to know, potassium is one of the main complications on patients that are suffering, no? Chronic kidney diseases. In that case, because high levels of potassium provokes hyperkalemia, and the hyperkalemia can kill the patient due to an arrhythmia, no? So we're focusing in this specific disease. Also, it can happen the opposite, no? hypokalemia, that means low levels of potassium in blood, that can also provoke arrhythmia and also to kill the patient and other complications that happens during their disease, because once you are chronic, you start it and finally you die being chronic, in terms of the kidney function. So if you can go to the next slide. In our case, what do we have is the medical device, So we are not hardware experts, but we are chemists. So what we are developing is chemical membranes that are able to attach different components. In that case, potassium is one of them from at least venous blood, And what we want to, and what we are proposing, or our solution is a medical device that is kind of glucometer that is able to analyze in the several drop of bloods, the biomarkers that we are focusing. In that case, in our company, we're focusing in creatinine and potassium. Creatinine is telling you how well or how bad is working your kidney. That has not much sense in this specific challenge because you know that the kidney is not working well because you are in dialysis, So if you're in dialysis, your kidney is not working, so you have the problem that you need the dialysis to work as an external kidney, for you, So having that context, we are focusing potassium and what happens from one dialysis to another dialysis, and which are the main problems that we can solve, having this analysis. So what we are providing is this tool, a tool that is able to analyze potassium in a very easy way in the dialysis offices or at home of the patient, in some cases. And also, if you go to the second slide, we have a very small app, something very easy, but first just to explain a little bit more the device. What we have, the device is composed by two parts. One is the electronics, and then we have the microfluidics, that is the ones that we have the sensor attached. So in that case, what we have is a compact model where we can analyze several biomarkers, in that case potassium, in a very easy way. So, and the main point is the screen printed sensors that are inside and that are the ones that are selective for the different components of blood. We're also able to analyze different other components, for example, urine and other kind of matrix. But it's true that the ones that we think that is the most robust in order to analyze, this hyperkalemia, is blood, because it's the most representative in your body. So we're focusing in this specific device for monitoring this potassium from chronic kidney patients in stages 5. And we are providing this tool together with the app. If you go to the next slide, with a very basic app, that means almost nothing, because we are, this is the validation of potassium. We have preclinical trials. Those are the things that we cannot, we don't need to enter in that side. Yes, here in the app. So we have a very, very small, super basic app where we can have the analysis. So at least our device needs an app in order to control when to start the analysis from those patients. So what we have is a way to interact between the hardware and this small software in order to send the data. But we are not software developers, we are not algorithm developers, and we don't have a robust app that is able to gather more information than the ones that we want to gather. In that case, the information from the device. So the objective data that we can analyze from the device. So exact levels of potassium. Despite of that, we are not able to analyze more things. And the problem is that those patients usually are very complicated. Complicated in terms of not just with the levels of potassium is enough to know how bad is going the dialysis or the problem of kidney diseases. So we need to include more things. In that case, together with the Servicio Murciano de Salud, we were analyzing which could be, or we will analyze together in that call, which are the main symptomatology that this patient is going to have, in terms of pain on your leg or inflammation, on specific symptomatologies that are very critical in the development of the disease, and also the diet of those patients, because we need to take in account that the main problem is that your kidney is not filtering. So if the kidney is not filtering potassium, you are not releasing potassium from urine. And the main problem is that potassium is attached in your body. So it's in your veins and it's accumulating in your veins. So that means that you are not releasing potassium. You are taking a diet that has potassium usually. And if you don't take a very, very strict diet, your potassium is increasing a lot and can provoke the arrhythmia. So a way to analyze from our side, what we're bringing is the device, the hardware from the potassium analysis, but a way to analyze also symptomatology together with diet is the main focus that we're having. And this is what we are looking for the follower SME, a company that is able to develop not the app. If they already have an app, it's perfect, no, because it's a match directly, but a way to analyze this specific symptomatology and specific diet, no, where we can include everything, if you go to the next slide, in an algorithm to facilitate the doctor, no, which will be the interventions, no? So imagine the patient at home or in the dialysis office. We do the analysis with our devices. Then everything goes to the algorithm, and also when they are at home, no, they are putting the symptomatology, they're putting the diet, and they are putting, for example, the medication that they are having, no, or that they are taking, no. So everything is filtered, and we want to at least have an alarm system. More than alarm is a filtering way, no, to tell the doctor if the dialysis is going well, is not going well, if that could be a problem in the future, and the attendance of that patient, no. If that patient day 1, day 2, and day 3, and finally at day 4 they have hospitalizations because of potassium, we want to analyze which of those patients is having this specific trend, no, and which of the future patients could have this specific problem, no. So here we can do an intervention earlier than it happens. For example, the acute episode of hyperkalemia, that is the main problem that are suffering those kind of patients, no? So what we want to develop together with the follower SME is integrate our device to an app and develop a way to gather the information from the patient, at least with symptomatology and diet, no, and to include everything in an algorithm that we are going to develop this algorithm, no, with another company in that case, because we already have some agreements with them in order to develop the machine algorithm. If the follower SME also knows about machine learning algorithms and can help on that, you're welcome, but it's not the main focus. The main focus is to obtain a way for the patient to put all the information aside, no, from our biomarkers, and to include everything in a database that we can analyze after that and see which could be the interventions and which could be, no, the ways to treat better the patient, and also personalize, because we need to take in account that our main focus here is to empower the patient on their own disease, no? So it's not just about having all the information, if not making easier the way to gather that information, no? How the patient is putting the symptomatology, the diet in the app, in order to, for us, not to obtain an order for them to empower themselves about the disease, no? Is what we are focusing a lot in this kind of patients that usually they have comorbidities. So chronic kidney diseases is not the main problem that they have, no? Usually they have some cardiopathies and other complicated diseases around. So what we want to facilitate the life of the patient in order to empower themselves from the disease, and also to be able to gather all that information and see when we can do an early intervention, no, for these specific patients. And I think that was the last slide, Maria.
Yeah, it is the last slide on your presentation.
So questions after that, no?
Yeah, so excellent, Adria. Thank you very much for your introduction of the solution for the key control challenge and the expected work by the follower SME. So I think that now is much clear what's the analysis looking for from your side. Now, yeah, we have time enough to devote to the Q&A session, and we have received 2 questions so far. So let me read them. So the first, the first one addressed Adria, so it's for you regarding your solution. So it's from Luis Bastiao. So he's asking, how do you control the degree of hemolysis that can cause the false positive level of potassium elevation? So are the Lancet validated in terms of caliber and prick depth? Yeah, that's a good question, and seems that you know about what you're talking about. There are 2 things. One is the type of Lancets, no, and that's true. We have some Lancets validated that are hemolysis free. They are not super hemolysis free, so you always have hemolysis, that's the point. But the thing is that we are developing hemoglobin in order to correct those levels of potassium. So at least there are 2 ways to tackle, no, that problem that we know. And the main point is to tackle them with this kind of Lancets and also with the levels of hemoglobin also included in our device. Okay, thank you, Adrian. So, Luis, we hope to have answered your question. If not, just let us know and we can come back to your question again. We have another question, a second question from Luis. So he's asking if the app has to validate the quality of the blood reading and the test.
What do you mean about the quality? I suppose the question is for me also. I suppose.
Yeah, it's for you,
Okay.
Adrian. Yeah.
In that case, what do you mean? Not the quality of the blood. At least the device is the ones that will send the information to the app. So the quality of the blood is not required here because we are completely just measuring the levels of creatinine because of selective membrane. No, so there's a selective membranes from all. Okay. Well, I don't know if that got it from the first question or the second, but I explained a little bit the second and I finish. Well, in terms of the app, we don't want to validate the quality of the blood. We just need a way not to send information to the app, and once it's in the app, sending to the server and then do the analysis. The analysis means if the hyperkalemia, so if the potassium levels are below or not of 4.5 milliequivalent, for example, no, or the different ways to see if the patient is increasing or is decreasing the levels of potassium in blood, no, and which could be the repercussion of that, no, in terms of intervention for those kind of patients, but not the app. Don't need to validate the quality of blood.
Yeah, perfect, Adrian. Thank you very much for answering the question. So, any other question regarding the first challenge, so the PASPADOC challenge regarding the PASPADOC solution? If you have any questions, so we have now time enough to solve and answer the question you may have. And if not, you can send them through the FCCS blog, as I mentioned before. So it is. This page is available for you to type a question and we can chat there. So feel free to post your question there and we will address them. If we have not a further question now, so I don't know if Miguel or Adrián, you want to highlight something that you consider that is key for the follower SMEs so that they have to know, or something that you feel that you have missed from your presentation. So
from my side, Maria, if anyone wants my email, just if they can ask about the email and have a discussion more about which could be the specific parts that we are thinking that could be developed during the project. Just felicitate them in order to ask me per private, and if they have any more question, I think that we clarify.
We can include the email address in the presentation. So I will upload the recording and the presentation on the HealthChain website, so they can, after the session, download the presentation, the slide deck. So we can include the email address there.
Yes, in our case, it's more or less the same. If anyone wants to have a direct consultation for some insights or whatever, we will be happy to attend whatever request we might receive. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, Miguel. So anyhow, I will be checking the question received in the FCC's blog. So if they have any question regarding the solution, I will send to you, and then I will come back to them with your answers. So there is no problem. So they can ask everything regarding the open call or the program, or related to the challenges and solutions. So we will address all of them and we will come back to them in case we have to ask you. Okay, so if there is no further question, let me insist you on the next step. So if you are interested to apply to this call, first of all, please read carefully the call for SMEs documents. So all the documentation, it is available on our HealthChain website. So you will have the chance to access the website through this presentation. So the link is in the slide, and as you can see. So you will, I invite you to access and to download all the documents you need to apply to this call. And or I already mentioned, so in case of any question you may have, please don't hesitate to contact us through the F6S blog page. And we will have, as you can see in the slides, you will have also the email address from the F6S support team in case you face any trouble when registering to the platform. And we have also a contact email from the HealthChain help desk. Then you will have to fill in the proposal template. So the template is available on our website. So you just have to download the template and to complete all the fields that you are required to. So it is a simple document regarding your proposal. So please complete all the fields. And finally, you will have to convert this document into PDF and to submit it via the F6S platform before the 5th of August 2024 at 5 p.m. Central European Time. So we have just received another question from Marco regarding the application. So is it possible for only one single SME or also for a consortium with one of the SMEs coming for country outside the provided leads? So here the answer is that we are looking for just one SME because we have already the leading SME. So consortium are not allowed in that case. So we just need one additional SME to complement the solution and the expertise from the leading SME. So the reply is that only one SME is allowed to apply to one of the Murcia region challenges. Okay, you got it. So thank you, Marco, for your question. So you will find all the rules of the open call and the eligibility criteria. So please have a close look at the guidelines for applicants. So you will find there all the information you need to apply to the call and to be aware of the main rules and processes of this program. So feel free to download the document and read it when you need. And if we have not receiving any additional question, I think that we can close the session here. So thank you very much to everybody for joining us today and for participating and attending this HealthChain Call for SMEs webinar focused on the Murcia region challenges and innovative solutions proposed by the leading SMEs. So thank you very much to the presenters, to Adrián and Miguel. Thanks a lot for presenting and showcasing all the solution, the solution description, the requirements and tasks you have already covered are, of course, the expected work by the follower SME. That is the main focus of this webinar. So we want that the follower SMEs are completely aware of what we are looking for and what we expect from their side. That's all from my side. Thanks again, and we are looking forward to seeing you applying to the call, and remind that the call is open until the 5th of August. So now you have time enough to prepare and present a good proposal for the challenges from the Murcia region. So thank you very much to everybody.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Maria.
much. Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.